This is the plaintiff, Jill McCluskey. She says she made 2 loans to the defendant, and the ingrate refuses to pay her back. She went out of her way to help a friend. This experience taught her a hard lesson about people, and she wants her money back and is suing here today for the $624 she's owed. This is the defendant, Laura. She says the plaintiff never told her she had to pay her back because she was giving her the money to help her out. She thinks the plaintiff wanted to be more than friends or something strange, and this lawsuit is a lame attempt to keep in touch with her or something. Bottom line, she doesn't owe a thing. She's accused of not making a payback.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn in.
Jill McCluskey, you are suing Laura for $624 that you loaned to her and that she has refused to repay you. How do you two know each other?
We used to work together in a restaurant back in the late 90s.
Okay.
Then we lost contact, and then over the summer, recontacted on Facebook.
Okay.
So, and that's pretty much when the money's happened, and we haven't really spoken
Right. Now, were
since.
you, when you say reconnected on Facebook, did she ask for the money on Facebook, or you two were socially getting together and stuff?
Oh, we were socially getting together.
Okay.
She didn't ask me for any money on Facebook, no.
All right, all right. And so then how did that work out? Why did she say she needed money?
I was at her apartment, and she said that she was going to be late with her rent. She wasn't going to be able to pay it. She was worried she was going to get evicted. She did say the month before she was late with her rent as well. I asked her how short she was. She said $300. I happened to have the cash in my pocket, so I said, listen, I can lend you this money to help you out, you know, so you don't lose your place with your daughter. And I was like, just do me one favor and don't get me over, basically, you know, just... You can pay me back in 20s, 50s, whatever, every month, every 2 weeks. And that was it. And she said, no problem.
So did you get a receipt?
I didn't get a receipt, no.
Did you get a promissory note?
No.
That's the way you make sure you're not
I'm learning.
over, right? Well, had you watched The People's Court? Because if you had, there wouldn't be this slow a learning curve. All right. Okay, so that's when?
When
does
did
that
it happen?
Yeah, when did
This
that?
was June 26th.
Of 2016.
Yes, yes.
All right, and then there was a second time that, according to you, you fronted her money with the understanding that she would pay you back.
Yes.
Okay.
On July 5th, we had a bad heat wave. It was about 100 degrees outside. She did not have air conditioning in her apartment, and she couldn't afford to get an air conditioner. I decided to be nice and help her out and say, listen, I could put it on my Home Depot card just so, you know, you and your daughter can have AC in your place. But I need this paid back right away before my next credit card statement, so I could just put it on and it's done.
Had she paid any of the June?
No,
okay.
no, I hadn't received anything, no.
All right, and then what did she say?
She said, okay.
All right, and then what happened? What went wrong, and why are we in court?
I wasn't getting anything. She did tell me that her job was slow. That's why she was having financial issues. It should be picking up later when it starts getting cooler out, like September, October.
What job did she have?
Waitressing.
Okay.
And so basically,
People don't eat when it's hot? Like, what does that mean, that the job was slow?
I guess
They weren't giving you hours?
During certain times of the year, it's slower than others, yeah.
All right.
So I went by that.
So what happened? She says you owe her the money.
Yes.
What do you say?
When she gave it to me, I did not ask for it. She offered the money, and I wouldn't have taken it if I knew I was going to have to pay it back right away.
You thought it was a gift? Well, what do you mean? If
I
you
had
knew you
lost-
wait, slow down.
Okay.
If you knew you were going to have to pay it back, or if you knew you were going to have to pay it back, right
in general.
away?
In general.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Would you loan a friend money?
If I didn't expect to get it back.
Ah, good answer. But if you really did, would you loan a friend money?
Yes, if I trusted them.
Would you? But how do you know if you trust them until they break your trust?
I'll make them give me some type of agreement.
Fair enough. Would you loan a friend money?
Depends on the situation.
Would you? Okay, how about this? Would you ever loan a friend money? Yes. Okay, we'll talk about it in a minute. Going inside the courtroom.
She knew I had just lost my second job. That's why I was having all these financial difficulties. I was getting good income from my second job. I just had gotten let go, and that's why I was behind on rent. Couldn't get an air conditioner. I was just having all
Did you
kinds of
tell her you
financial-
would pay her back?
No. And she said that, don't worry about it. And she's known for doing this with several people. She's given $2,000 to this one, like
Who's this one and this one?
I don't know, people that she's associated with.
How do you know that?
Because she's told me that
Okay.
she's taken someone to court already over giving them $2,000, blah, blah, blah. But it's just, she feels like she could buy your friendship. And then as soon as she saw that I wasn't responding the way she wanted me to respond, she was then, I want the money back now then. And I was like, okay, now all of a sudden you want the money back because
When
I'm
were
not,
you, quote, not responding like she wanted
because
you?
I would be at work.
No,
and-
not why, when?
When? I don't know, it was like a few months later, maybe September.
Okay, but if you all right, so are you saying that between June and September, she never once said, are you paying me back?
I don't know. She never really was bothering me about anything about the money. And then she was asking me to go to Great Adventure, and I said, I can't afford to go to Great Adventure. She's like, oh, well, I'll pay for you. I was like, I don't want you to pay for me. Stop offering me money because
Well, all you have to do is, that's okay, I really not coming. You don't have to get mad at somebody for foisting money on
Not
you.
getting
You just
mad, but I'm
don't
saying,
take
like,
it.
you keep offering money, but then it's going to be on me when you turn around and then say, I gave you all this money.
When was that invitation to, when was that suggestion?
That was like the beginning of September.
If that's the beginning of September, then obviously you know before September that she expected you to be paying her back.
What do you mean?
When did you first learn that she wanted you to pay her back, according to you?
After I didn't want to go to Great Adventure, she started getting upset because I wasn't responding quick enough to her. I wasn't doing what she wanted me to do.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm.
Do you loan a lot of people money?
No, I don't have the
Are you
money
in
to
court
loan.
with someone for $2,000?
When I was 19 years old, a roommate, and it wasn't $2,000.
Okay, I'm sorry. How old are you now?
42.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you didn't look 20, so you look great. You just don't look 20. All right, so.
Sorry.
No, but how about something recent? There was nothing recent?
No.
Okay. All right, so my question to you is, I know you don't have a promissory note. I know you don't have, and then so here you are in court, loan gift, the oldest court case in the book. Do you have any emails, texts, anything that you do?
I printed them. They actually took copies because she told me.
Okay, I like to see them in the phone. Can you
Sure,
show
I can
me
do
in the
that.
phone?
She told me on 2 separate occasions that she mailed me money.
Okay,
Oh,
you
I'm
can
sorry.
stay right where you are and just get it
Sorry.
up on the phone. It's okay.
All right, it starts here and then all the way scroll down.
She's texting you, I don't get it. I helped you out when you needed help. I'm not telling you to pay me back everything in one lump sum. I told you I will take payments until it's paid off. I don't think I've done anything wrong other than be a friend and try to help you, blah, blah, blah. When I'm working, I can't use my phone. So instead of being impatient and crazy, maybe you should relax. I never had intentions of not paying you. Oh, that's interesting. I told you I would start sending it soon as I could, but you continue to harass me. I'm not going to be harassed. And I think that's okay either. It's already in the mail. Did you
That
get
was
anything in the mail?
after-
Never.
No, actually, we did mail. Me and my daughter mailed out, and she said she never received it. And to be honest with you, I didn't believe her.
Oh, well then did she catch it? Did you go to your bank to see if that whatever you mailed out was
It was a
cashed?
money order.
Okay, so did you follow up to see if the money order was cashed?
No.
Oh, because then you could show me proof that she cashed it, right?
Right.
Oh, okay. And why are you paying it if you don't have to pay it?
Because she started harassing me for it. That was after the whole Great Adventure thing.
This is well
I just
after that.
wanted
This is
her-
November. This is in November, so it's 2 months after
Right,
that.
and she was harassing me from the Great Adventure incident up until then. Every day, I want the money, I want the money, I want the money. And I was like,
Well,
all right,
why would you
well,
say I never had intentions of not paying you? I told you. Why would you say that if at one point you did have intentions of not paying her because it wasn't supposed to be paid?
because I wouldn't feel right not to eventually give her something
So
back.
what do you, really, not to eventually give her something back for something that was a gift, what do you think was going on here?
What do I think what was going on here?
Why do you think this happened?
I think if I would have been still doing things with her, she wouldn't have been harassing me for the money. And she knew I was still having money troubles. I have health issues. I just was not able to give her anything for it. And if I knew that it was going to be this big of a situation, I would have never took it in the first place. I thought she was just being nice to help me out because I never asked her. She offered it.
So why do you think that she's suing you now?
Because I have no friendship with her anymore, so she feels I owe it to her, which that's fine.
In your text, you say the air conditioner price went up suddenly because when you asked me what I could spend, I had 200s. You never told me it was going to be that much. So it sounds like you're admitting that you knew darn well you were going to have to pay back the AC.
No, because she had asked me before she went to Home Depot.
What is the point, if someone's giving you a gift, what is the point of finding out how much you can afford? What kind of AC you can afford?
Because
Come on.
maybe in the future.
Come on, is this how you treat the people who do the nice things for you? That's what you do? Nobody ever do another nice thing for her. Because she'll come into court, she'll call you a liar, and then she'll be caught red-handed in the tax. Verdict for the plaintiff, $624.
Thank you.
Well, the plaintiff prevails for the full amount, the $624. Laura, you mentioned that this really cropped up because you said you weren't acting the way you think she wanted you to
Right,
act.
exactly.
What did you mean by that? You never explained
I
it.
wasn't being good enough of a friend to her. I wasn't spending time with her. I was busy working with my kids. And
So it
she
wasn't
felt
anything
like I
more
was,
than that, right?
I don't know. That's another story in itself. But
All right. Well, the judge says you owe her the money.
yeah, I guess. I mean, she did do a good thing for me. So
She did,
she's
yeah,
right. Yeah.
no kidding. And the judge said nobody else should lend you any money. How do you feel about that?
So be it.
So be it. All right, I'm sorry for you, but you
All
owe the
right,
money.
thank
All right.
you.
Yep, that's it. Well, I guess it was worth coming to court, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think you would have gotten it had you not, right?
True, yes, I knew that.
Okay. But did you expect more out of her for some reason or other that
No,
caused you to
no,
push
I was
for
just
the
trying to
money?
help a friend out that was in need, that I didn't want to see her and her daughter lose their place. That's all I was trying to do, and obviously you can't be
You
nice.
learn anything from this experience?
I'm not lending money out to anybody ever again.
Sorry about that. All right, thank you very
All right,
much.
thank you.
Congratulations. Harvey?
So, if you have a relationship with someone and they want to borrow money from you, all the more reason to get some writing down. Get an email, get something. If they balk at that and say, how dare you, and they start throwing attitude, they're not really your friend.